I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
So we have started to believe the illusion that people who look good on camera and people who do amazing things only had amazing moments, and that's why we have so many haters.
Prepare to have your jaw drop as we dig into the scandalous saga of hip-hop mogul Sean. Diddy Cole's new change of events, Bishop's turn of events. Bishop TDJS, a longtime confidant of Diddy, has suddenly severed ties with the embattled icon. The bombshell was dropped from the pulpit of Jake's megachurch, the Potter's House, sending shockwaves through the celebrity world. But what could drive such a prominent figure to openly denounce his once trusted associate, the Catalyst? A scary video unearthed from the depths of Diddy's past depicting a vicious attack on his former lover, Kesey Venture. The tape, which surfaced following FBI raids on Diddy's properties, depicts a disturbing display of violence that has left spectators reeling.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was f***ed up.
But when the apologies come in, are they just a cover for a deeper, greater, sinister truth? Did Mea Culpa Ventura's legal team quickly rejects his regret as self-serving? And as the storm clouds gather, whispers of a possible life sentence looming ominously on the horizon.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry.
So is Diddy's kingdom on the verge of collapse? Or will he escape unscathed from the rubble of his own making? Join us as we unravel the web of lies around one of the music industry's most enigmatic people. From abuse claims to federal inquiries, this is a scandal that refuses to be silenced. Brace yourselves, things are about to get messy.
Just last week, federal agents raided 2 homes of rapper and music mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs in Los Angeles and Miami. Combs is the subject of a federal investigation.
But how did Bishop T.D. Jakes become engaged in this labyrinth of debate involving Diddy's alleged crimes? Let's peel back the layers of this fascinating narrative and examine the relationships that unite these two famous characters. It all began with a lawsuit that sent shockwaves through the entertainment business accusing Diddy, and a litany of alarming charges ranging from harassment to illegal drug activities and trafficking. Bishop T.D. Jake emerges as a major figure cited in the case as someone Diddy tried to use for his own profit.
So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin.
The complainant, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a music producer intimately associated with Diddy's inner circle, reveals a devastating portrayal of the rapper's attempts to modify his image through his affiliation with Bishop Jakes. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy planned to use his relationship with the esteemed pastor to mitigate the fallout from Kesey Venture's lawsuit, which accused him of beatings during their tumultuous relationship. But the plot thickens as Ventura's legal battle intensifies, with allegations of coercion, manipulation, and forced participation in illicit activities surfacing against Diddy Jones, who claims to possess irrefutable evidence of Diddy's machinations, including plans to...
So now what he's doing is he's making the Christians look real bad right about now.
As the case continues, it drudges out a slew of scandalous charges, portraying a portrait of a world where power and privilege shield the guilty from accountability amidst the mayhem. Whispers of clandestine parties and lurid affairs swirl around Diddy and his inner group, implicating high-profile people in acts of depravity and exploitation. The allegations against Diddy cast a dark shadow over Bishop T.D. Jakes, whose once unsaleable image now hangs in the balance. Rumors of his participation in Diddy's illicit activities spread like wildfire, fueled by sensational claims and salacious gossip.
In the middle of chaos, because after a while, anytime you know too much, you stop living your best self.
From claims of assault to speculations of closeted homosexuality, Bishop Jake finds himself involved in a controversy of epic proportions. Tales of secret liaison and hush money payments paint a damning portrait of a man once revered as a pillar of the community. But amidst the turmoil, one question lingers. Is there any truth to these scandalous allegations, or are they simply the product of a fevered imagination as the court of public opinion weighs in? Bishop Jake finds himself in the crosshairs of a media frenzy, with every move studied and dissected for indicators of guilt or innocence. Recent statements from the pastor, especially in response to the released video exposing Diddy's aggressive behavior toward Cassie Ventura, indicate a purposeful effort to distance himself from the struggling music tycoon, despite strong denials and vows of innocence. Few people believe Bishop T.D. Jakes' denials. The proof of his longtime acquaintance and association with Diddy is simply too powerful to ignore.
So now what he's doing is he's making, man, he's making the Christians look real bad right about now.
In the light of increased criticism, Bishop Jake has made impassioned attempts to rebut the claims, fiercely rejecting any role in Diddy's alleged transgressions when addressing his congregation. The respected preacher gave a riveting lecture, claiming, "I will not utilize this hallowed day at this sacred pulpit to address a lie when I have the opportunity to preach the truth." Despite Jake's and his spokesperson Jordan H's assertions that the claims of his attendance at Diddy's notorious gatherings are unequivocally false and baseless, the court of public opinion remains split. Skeptics use the saying, "Where there's smoke, there's fire," implying that persistent rumors may be anchored in some sort of reality. But let's shift gears for a second and go into the heart of the subject for those who may not be familiar with the full nature of the controversy concerning Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura allegations of assault and abuse rocked the entertainment industry, triggering a cascade of legal battles and public scrutiny.
New lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs bringing some serious claims against the music mogul.
In November, Cassie Ventura, a model and singer known for Us Like Me and You, filed a lawsuit against Sean Diddy CMS, claiming him of a litany of abuses during their tumultuous relationship. Among the troubling allegations was a claim that Combs physically assaulted Ventura, leaving her with a black eye, during an incident at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles in March 2016.
Combs is seen shoving, kicking, and dragging his then-girlfriend down the hallway. And now he's posted an apology on Instagram.
The case painted a harrowing picture of a relationship marred by violence and coercion, with Ventura alleging that Coles used his power and influence to manipulate and control her. These accusations sent shockwaves through the business, prompting intense scrutiny of Combs' behavior and character. Fast forward to recent events, and a surveillance video from the Intercontinental Hotel has reignited public interest in the case.
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted.
In response to the revealing video, Combs offered a public apology on social media, claiming remorse for his actions and promising to seek assistance and become a better person. However, his apology has been met with suspicion and scorn from both fans and celebs, even Rihanna herself.
Yeah, Jessica, it is very difficult to watch. We are actually going to go through it and show our viewers what he is apologizing for, but
Venture's legal team quickly denounced Combs' apologies, describing it as self-serving and insincere attorney. Meredith Fire is chastised for prioritizing himself over his victims, showing the gap between his words and actions. The apology, she claimed, came after Combs' repeated denials were proven false, demonstrating his determination to salvage his name. The fallout from the leaked film has been swift and severe, with Combs facing condemnation from all sides. Celebrities like as 50 Cent and Emily Rowski have publicly blasted him as a monster, while Ventura's husband Alex Fine commented supportive messages for victims of domestic violence.
My position on him, he was never a father figure, bruh. You understand? He was a...
As the public grappled with the shocking discoveries, questions about accountability and justice at large, despite Beta's brave decision to come forward, the statute of limitations may prevent legal action against Combs for the attack caught in the video. But the court of public opinion remains a powerful force, with many calling for Combs to be held accountable for his actions. Finally, the pastor's efforts to distance himself from Diddy show a strategic move to safeguard his reputation in the face of mounting evidence implicating him in the mogul's alleged crimes. This distancing is highlighted by the gradual withdrawal of other celebrity associates from Diddy's inner circle, a trend indicative of the rising understanding that continued proximity to the embattled icon may carry significant consequences. In a recent interview, actor Cuba Gooding Jr. broke his silence on the accusations made against him in the ongoing lawsuit involving Diddy. Speaking on the PB podcast, Gooding Jr. addressed the claims made by producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who claimed that Gooding Jr. had groped him during an encounter facilitated by Diddy. Jr. maintained his innocence, saying,
"But this guy who's suing him, going after the money, man. I'm sure. And by the way, I don't know P. Diddy's life. I don't know what he's going through."
The actor voiced doubt regarding the intentions behind the case, saying that it was driven by financial gain rather than legitimate charges. He claimed that he was only an acquaintance of Diddy's and had no knowledge of the mogul's private life or activities. Gooding Jr. also disputed the depiction of the picture used as evidence against him, saying that it was manipulated to fit a misleading narrative.
We were acquaintances, just like I just showed you.
Yeah.
2-3 times I've seen him, so it's...
Oh, so Diddy, you've only seen him 2 or 3 times.
That's what I'm saying!
Meanwhile, entertainer Nick Cannon reiterated his stance of not taking sides amid the accusations against Diddy. In a recent episode of his Council Culture podcast, Cannon addressed his dilemma of navigating his relationships with both Diddy and Cassie Venture. He admitted feeling conflicted about the situation, saying,
"It's like a family member when you hear something happen, like, damn, I don't agree with the behavior, but I care for the person."
Right. Cannon's reply shows the various dynamics at play. Within Did's social circle, personal loyalties collide with accusations of misbehavior. The ongoing scrutiny surrounding Diddy's actions has prompted many of his associates to tread carefully, with some choosing to distance themselves from the embattled mogul. As the investigation into Diddy's alleged crimes unfolds, it remains to be seen how his relationships with other celebrities will be affected with each new discovery. Please leave your thoughts below and join the discourse until next time. Stay curious, informed, and involved.